Welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Hi, I am back with you again this evening, YouTube. I don't know how well you can hear that. I'm sure you can hear it. It's the camera doing this, so you can see the voltage is not very well, not very good. Turn this down a bit. So it is hooked up as it was supposed to be hooked up. Not sure why I'm not getting 6 volts out though. I probably need to check the voltage input. Maybe it's too low with that 6 volt. Maybe it needs to be a little less with that 680 resistor. So let me check around some things and see if I can find out the problem with this. So be back in a second. Okay, I'm back once more, YouTube. As you can see now I have 5.6 volts out to the radio. What I did was jumper a 470 ohm resistor across the 680. I didn't measure the voltage from the that before, but before when I had just the 680 in there, I had only 5.6 volts into the regulator, so there's no way I could get 6 volts out. Probably could go a little even less than what I've got in there. So obviously that makes a big difference when you go from 5 volts to 6 volts apparently. But what I'm going to do is measure the voltage across there and find out what I'm putting into it. I like to put in about 8 volts, I think, is optimal. 8 or 9, something like that. I will go ahead and do that and probably come back with you again to show you what I got. So I don't believe there's any heat involved. I've got my thumb on it now. There's not even warm. So I don't think there's any problem with heat. Got the holding the resistor now. The maximum current would probably go through this, I would think. Well, actually, that one drops more current, but it's a 1 watt, so it's not going to get warm. Alright, so like I say, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off here, and I'll come back again and show you what I come up with. And back one more time. This measuring now the input to the regulator. As you can see, it's 7 volts. So yeah, I think it needs to go up a hair. Besides that, I think that would bring it up to in the correct range then. So I'm going to try to find correct values of resistors to use, and I will bring you back once I do that. Alright, back one more time again, YouTube. There's the monitoring output from the regulator, 6.08 as it should be. What I did was just completely jumper across the resistors. It's just as if there is a straight line across here, from here to here. Oops, here to here. And the regulator is a little warm, but I don't think it's to the point where it's going to shut off or anything. Like I said, I left enough room there to add a. You know, I can easily keep my thumb on there. There's not that much heat there. Again, that's with the no resistor at all in the circuit, just straight through. So I think that's around 12 volts, I believe, onto the into the regulator. So you know, I think what I'm going to do is try to find me maybe a. I did add up the resistance of what I had in there from 200 and something ohms, 280 I think, maybe 270, something like that. So what I'm going to do is try to find maybe a 100 ohm resistor and try that, see how that works, and see if that will keep the regulator cool and still let the voltage be there. So I think that will be the ideal solution. And as you can hear, the radio plays just fine.
Wants to start hearing everything more clearly again. We're now offering free in-home trials of our revolutionary...
I think that's will solve the problem, I believe. So I may bring you back one more time for this and show you what the results is. So stay tuned. Okie dokie. YouTube, back one more time. I have a 6.808 showing on the DMM. I have inline a 200. It's supposed to be 180, but I think it measured 200 ohms, and it does go down if I turn the volume up.
By the way, you can tweet us. Agree, disagree, whatever. You can tweet.
Not that much, and nothing gets hot. I got the resistor in my hand, touching the regulator now. Is not even warm, so I'm thinking that's probably the perfect value to use, because I won't be listening to it at that volume anyway. So, like I said, that's going to do it. I'm going to have to take the 680 out and put that. I may try to find a 180 that actually measures 180. I think that'd be even a little bit better. I thought I had maybe 150 or something like that to put in there, but I couldn't find it. Even a 120 I couldn't find. So, anywho, that's what I'm going to do, and I probably won't do it this time, but I will bring you back eventually and show you the finished product with it mounted and everything, and the jack back in there and everything. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that it's working just fine. Obviously, the 5-volt regulator was bad because it wouldn't work with the full voltage. This one did work with the full voltage from the wall wart, and so that means that that 5-volt regulator was probably bad to begin with. But I learned a valuable lesson about the have it heating it up and things like that, so I'm not really complaining too much about it. And like I said, it worked out really good, I think. So anywho, that's what I'm going to do, and like I say, maybe tomorrow when I get it all done, I'll show it to you when I get done. I want to start working on that cassette case for the component tester. I think that's going to be a good project. So, plus tomorrow's Sunday, then Memorial Day is Monday. I don't know if we're doing anything Memorial Day. I haven't heard yet. So, anywho, I'm going to get off here, and you guys have a pleasant evening, and thanks a lot for watching.